Oh, you can't quite hear my guitar as good as you normally can you? It's because I'm using an electric guitar today, and that's the whole point of this video is guitar with accessibility for amps and effects with GarageBand. So I'm going to show you how to choose the effects and just the whole thing of getting into GarageBand and finding where they're at, how to set it up, and get using guitar amps in GarageBand on your Mac. So if you have a Mac and you're using GarageBand, this is how you do it. So I'm going to open GarageBand, Commando here.
Open.
Come on, load GarageBand.
GarageBand. New sounds available. Click to learn more.
Okay.
For best cancel. Default button.
Yeah, cancel.
Press cancel. Default button. Busy. Now in
Right.
test 1. Tracks window. Control bar toolbar. Test 1. Tracks. Full screen. Minimize. Control bar toolbar. Test 1. Control bar. Library. Group. Tracks. Group. Smart controls. Group.
Okay, I got to start a new project here. For some reason, it loaded me back into the previous project here.
Choose. Default button. Open an existing project button. Table. Project temp. Choose a project. Table. Project templates. Row 5 of 5.
Okay, and that's
Selected.
what we want. You want to
You are
choose the
currently on the
project
table. To
template.
enter
There's a lot
this
of
Press Control
options
Option.
within the section to choose from, as far as new project. And then we're going to go VO right arrow,
Collection. You are
and
currently
we
in
have all the
collection.
collections here.
In image. Keyboard collection.
So it's speaking these images.
Keep image and collection.
That's because I'm using VO left and right arrow. You do not want to use quick nav. So
2
you
of 6.
definitely want to turn off quick nav, and don't try and arrow around, because if you just try and arrow up and down or left and right, it doesn't tell you the images. It just kind of says image, 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 and of course, being that I can't see, I definitely need it to tell me that I'm in the settings that I wanted to.
Image, keyboard, image, and collection. 2
There
of
we go,
6.
amp collection. 'cause
To
that's
interact
what
with
I'm
items in this group, press
wanting
Control
to
Option
use.
Shift down arrow.
Amps.
Out of a collection of legendary guitar and bass amps. Choose default button. You are currently on a button. To click this button, press now in untitled tracks window, tracks contents, tracks header group, tracks time ruler timeline.
So when we have a bunch
Play
of sections,
indicate.
everything is kind of confusing if you're just getting up and using
Tracks
GarageBand.
legend group.
There's a
You are
ton
currently
of
on a group
sections
inside
here,
of a group. Tracks time ruler, tracks contents group, tracks header group.
and you want the tracks header group,
In tracks header group, track 1, amazing tweet group.
and then we're going to interact with this again, VO shift down arrow.
In track 1, amazing tweet text, mute, unchecked, solo, unchecked, checkbox, input monitoring, unchecked, checkbox.
And we're going to want to turn on that. Oh man, it's getting windier.
Check input monitoring, checkbox.
And now you can actually hear my amp, or my guitar. And there's a whole slew of different amps to choose from.
Out of track 1, track 2, surf in stereo group. In track, surf in stereo, mute, solo, unchecked, input monitoring, unchecked, checkbox. Check input monitoring, checkbox.
It's a little too much reverb, so let's adjust that just a bit here.
Plus 0.0 dB, 0 pan, 0 pan, 0 pan, plus input monitoring, checked, solo, unchecked, mute, unchecked, surf in stereo text, mute, solo, unchecked, input monitoring, checked, checkbox, plus 0.0 dB, volume in slider.
Or just the volume here.
Minus 4.0 dB.
It's a little better. And I'm going to also adjust my volume of my guitar a bit here. There we go. Yeah, like I said, I'm really loving these all these effects. Just having access right away to the settings, unlike traditional amps and cabs and just effects pedals. You don't really know what you're turning. I mean, you have an idea. You can memorize stuff. You can memorize a sequence. You can memorize that this knob starting here is volume and tone and all these things. But this is more like actual accessibility, I feel like. Get like having equal access as a sighted person would be able to walk up and use their amp and know all the settings, know that what they're turning, when they're turning it. That's what using these settings in GarageBand really allows you to do.
Out of slider, 0 pan, circular slider, out of track 2, track 3, Royal Rock group.
All right.
In track 3, solo, uncheck input monitoring, unchecked checkbox. Monitoring button, check input monitoring, checkbox.
All right. All right.
Out of track 3, Royal Rock, track 4, double break
I'm
phaser,
gonna go
track 6,
one more.
wide, track 6, wide walk group.
There we go.
In track 6, solo, unchecked, input monitoring, unchecked checkbox. Check input monitoring, checkbox.
All right. Alright, so there we have it, guitar with accessibility, being able to actually use your settings, know what you're doing, choosing as far as distortion, and just being able, like I said, to have access to the settings, knowing exactly what you're using, choosing for your choice, it's artistry, having that control over your artistry and just knowing the options that you have for yourself. So come back in another video for guitar accessibility.
Van Halen sounding.
Yeah, no kidding.